Hey guys, AJ here. Yo, what's going on, y'all? Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, whatever time you're watching this. Alright, so what's up? Listen, I wanted to just talk about the augments a little bit, and all of us have our own personal solo accounts saved in director's mode, and we all like grinding, getting critical kills, leveling up our guns and all of that stuff. So I just wanted to just talk about a little bit of what I did, and I'm just gonna share it. This may or may not help you, but I'm just gonna just throw it out there anyway. So basically, I think the last video I did, I talked about how I changed my flopper around, but basically in general, I'm not even gonna show any gameplay in this one, but basically I'm just gonna just remind y'all that now that we're in director's mode, right? Now this might be a little bit tedious if you want to bounce back and forth between playing a regular match and playing, you know, a director's mode, but for me I think it's worth it, only because, like, for example, there are certain augments that I have set up, right, and I really believe that I set up the best augments that works for me, right? But I have to remind myself that now that we're in director's mode, I changed things up just a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. Like, for example, like Jug, I talked about this already, but Jug, I really believe that in 90% of situations, you always should roll with this one. I believe this one gives you overall health. So if those minglers trying to hit you and try to kill you, like round 30, 35, you have a better chance of surviving multiple mangler cannon attacks, because you have more health, and your hardened plates, your plates are going to be good for melee. So for all of the zombies hitting you real quick. But in director's mode, right, I always put on reactive plates, only because the reactive plates, when they break off, they shock the zombies all around you and all of that stuff. Now, why I don't rock this in a regular match, only because in those higher rounds, you might have like 5 or 6. I don't know if they nerfed it with the new updates, but I remember I played one time, and I literally, kid you not, I had like 7 manglers blasting their cannons all at once, right? And my screen turned red really quick, and then the zombie just hit me, and then I was just dead. So I mean, I have multiple things that's gonna help me survive anyway. Like, I didn't have Dying Wish at that time, now I do, but this is gonna give you overall more health because you have a better chance of surviving. But in director's mode, I put this on and I'm straight. Now, I don't have to go through every single one, but basically this is the one I changed most recently, and this is Deadshot Daiquiri. Now, in Deadshot Daiquiri, I really believe that 90% of the time you should rock this, unless you have a sniper rifle, in which you should put Dead first. But I've been rocking Dead again, only because what you see what it says critical hits, all your headshot kills, is going to give you a little bit more ammo. It's not that big of a deal. It's just that the way I look at it is, this is going to give me more damage. But in a regular match, this is going to make the most sense possible. But in director's mode, they all capped at 15. Let's face it, we're all, I mean, I'm pretty sure that most of us is capped at 15, and we have a Pack 3 gun and it's legendary, so this would make it slightly stronger, but it doesn't need to be in director's mode, only because in director's mode in particular, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. Even if you had a legendary gun and it was packed once, that's still perfectly fine. You don't even need this, to be honest with you. So basically this is what works for me, and my recommendation to you is, I think you should check out all of your augments, because some of them might work better for you in director's mode than it does in regular mode. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of more examples, and then I'm going to wrap this video up, because I tend to make some of my videos longer than it needs to be. Like, let me give you a perfect example. This Shadow Rift right here, right? The Shadow Rift I like to put on big game. Big game is gonna always kill because the thing is, a lot of the ones specifically for elites will just kill an elite right away. But there is no elites in director's mode. So I looked at the Shadow Rift and I'm like, well, this one. So if there's no elites to worry about, these are my other two options, right? Now this one only kills one warps, one teleports or warps or whatever, one zombie, kills them, and that's it. So I don't want to deal with just one zombie. This deals with multiple zombies, and then I want it to happen more often because this augment, like basically like the cooldown on it is slightly slow. So I made sure that I increased it, you know, slightly. With the cooldown, and I think that nobody never did a video on this, but I don't know if you combine the cooldowns on this, would it make the cooldown when you do elemental pop a cooldown even more of a cooldown, or does it like cancel it out? I really don't know, but basically what this video is about in a nutshell is, when you have a moment, take a chance, look at all of your augments, and just ask yourself, can I change some of these augments around that make it better for me in director's mode? So that's what I did. Now the downfall to this is every time you're like, hey guys, you get with your fellas and we all playing together. Hey, do you want to are we playing a regular match today? Or we playing director's mode? Then I don't know if y'all peeped what I said, but I said, all right, so this is what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to switch all of these, switch them all back. I wish that I can have a way that I can set all of my arguments to regular mode and have ones for director's mode, but to me, I would say that most of the time now I've been playing in director's mode solo, unless I'm playing with you guys. And then I'd be like, okay, I see Double on, I see BG on, or somebody else just jumped online. I'm like, okay, in that moment, let me just switch them all back. Now, I think Double said that there's a way to change them while you're in game. I don't know how that works, but anyway, like I said, that's what I did, and that worked for me. And like I said, I went through every single one, and I changed some of them, not all of them, some of them, and like I said, I recommend you check it out for yourself. Or if it's too complicated for you to, or too tedious to change them back and forth every time we play between different matches with different people, then you can just keep them the way they are. I'm just telling you what I did and what worked for me. And I'm like, okay, these arguments, some of them I'm like, these would never work for me in a regular match, but in this director's mode made it a hell of a lot easier. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I wanted to point out. So anyway, that's all I have to say for now, and I'll just check y'all later. Peace out.